Hey friends, welcome back to this YouTube channel. In the last video, we have covered 75 questions of UPPSC Assistant Town Planning exam conducted in 2024, and this is the last part where we will solve rest of the questions related to architecture and planning. These questions will cover wide range of topics which you can see on the screen. This question will help you in various exams related to planning, including State PSC and GATE Architecture 2025. So once again, welcome to this channel. My name is Rahul and you're watching Architecture and Planning with Rahul. So let's start with today's first question. Residential density is normally expressed in terms of. So residential density is a measure of the number of people or household in a specific area or the number of dwelling units per unit of land area. For example, suppose area A and B are 1 unit. In 1 unit of area A, suppose 16 peoples are living, but in same 1 unit area of B, 80 peoples are living, then both the area will have different residential density because residential density is equals to the number of peoples or number of dwelling units per unit area. Therefore, both option A, houses per unit land, and option B, habitable rooms per unit land are correct. So the correct answer of this question is option C, both A and B. Next question is for sports facility for neighborhood play area category in terms of population served per unit and land area requirement is. So out of the given option C is the correct answer because for 15,000 of population, 1.5 hectare of land is required for neighborhood play area category. Next question is the author of the basic planning books named Urbanisme, published in 1924, and La Ville, Radieuse, published in 1935 was. So the author of these two planning books was Le Corbusier. In Urbanisme, he outlined his vision of modern urban planning by advocating high-rise buildings with open spaces and efficient transportation system. Whereas in book La Ville Radieuse, he gave his famous planning theory of radiant city, which is considered as the extension of his other two conceptual cities. First was Ville Contemporain and the other was Plan Version. Apart from this, Le Corbusier also prepared the plan of Chandigarh city based on sector theory. So the correct answer of this question is option A, Le Corbusier. Let's see next question. A residential area is subdivided into 3 different types of plots of 500 square meter, 350 square meter and 200 square meter with the number of plots in each category as 100, 200 and 150 respectively. The net residential density of the area in dwelling units per hectare is. So let's solve this question. Net residential density is defined as the number of dwelling units per hectare of net residential area. In question, 3 different types of plot sizes are given. Also, number of plots in each plot categories are given. Number of plots of 500 square meter sizes are 100. There are 200 plots of 350 square meter plot size and 100 plots of 200 square meter plot size. On calculating this, we will get the total residential area which comes as 1,50,000 square meter. And on converting it into hectare, we will get 15 hectare. Now we have to calculate the total number of dwelling units. For this, we have to add the number of plots of each category that are 100 plus 200 plus 150. On adding, we will get 450 dwelling units. Now comes the final part, the calculation of net residential density. And net residential density is equals to number of dwelling units upon total area. On putting the value of total number of dwelling units and dividing it by the total area, we will get 30 dwelling units per hectare, which is our answer. So the correct answer of this question is option C, 30 dwelling units per hectare. Let's move to the next question. Area-based development and pan-city developments are part of. So these two types of developments are part of smart city mission. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. Area-based development focuses on a specific area of the city, whereas pan-city development is a generalized approach of development of a city. Now let's understand what is Smart City Mission. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme by the Government of India launched in 2015. And goal of this mission was to improve the life of citizens of selected 100 cities. Next question is, which one of the following pair SDG goal number is most correctly matched? So as I told you earlier, there are total 17 SDG goals prepared by UN and adopted by all the members of UN in year 2015. On the screen you can see all the 17 SDGs and their respective number, and out of the given option, SDG 11, which focuses on sustainable cities and communities, is correctly matched. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Next question is, under Amrit 2.0, the number of water bodies to be rejuvenated by ULBs for city with a population of 10 lakhs to 40 lakhs, which will be incentivized is. So under Amrit 2.0, at least 3 water bodies should be rejuvenated by ULBs for city with a population of 10 lakh to 40 lakh to get the incentive benefits. Therefore the correct answer is option D. Next question is, what is metadata in GIS? So metadata is information of a data, or we can say it is a data about data. So correct answer is option C. So here you can see an example of metadata in which information related to an image is part of metadata. Next question is, the right to fair compensation and transparency in land acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013 extend to the whole of India except. Correct answer of this question is option D, Jammu and Kashmir, where this act was not enforced due to the special status of the state. Next question is, according to the Doxiadis, in how many stages does the development of a city go on? According to CA Doxiadis, there are 4 stages of city development. First is primitive non-organized human settlements. It is the most early phase which begins with the evolution of humans. Second stage is primitive organized settlements, also known as Eopolis, and it lasted for about 10,000 years. Third stage is static urban settlements or cities. It is also known as polis, and this phase lasted for 5,000 to 6,000 years. And the last stage of development is dynamic urban settlements, also known as Dynapolis, and it lasts for 200 to 400 years. So these are the 4 stages of development as per Doxiadis. So the correct answer is option C. In 1942, Doxiadis gave the acoustic theory, which is also known as the science of human settlement, and classified the town and settlement into 50 categories, which is also known as acoustic unit. Some of the cities that were planned by CA Doxiadis are Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan, Baghdad city, and Aspera Spetia, a small town in Greece. Let's move to the next question. As per IRC 103/2012, the required width of footpath in commercial mixed use is. So in commercial or mixed use area, the minimum width of footpath should be 2.5 meter. Let's move to the next question. Art and science of map making is called. So it is known as cartography. Therefore the correct answer is option C. On the screen you can see the definitions of all the other options given here. So just read them all. Next question is, a valve that allows air to escape from or enter a pipe. So correct answer of this question is option C, air relief valve, which is used for maintaining the air pressure inside a pipeline so it won't get burst. These types of valves are used in mainly 3 locations. First is water supply pipeline, second is agriculture irrigation system, and third is sewerage pipelines. Let's move to the next question. In a site plan, a rectangular residential plot measure 150 mm by 40 mm and the width of the front road in the plan measures 60 mm. The actual width of the road is 4 meter. If the permissible FAR is 1.2, the maximum built up area for the residential building in meter square will be. So let's solve this numerical. For better understanding of the question, I will divide the solution into 4 steps. Step 1 is understanding the scale of the plan. In question, it is given that the actual width of the road is 4 meter and the width of the road in plan is 16 mm. This means the scale of the plan is, scaling factor is equals to the actual width of the road divided by width of road in plan, that is equals to 4 meter divided by 16 centimeter, and on converting centimeter into meter we will get 4 meter divided by 0.016 meter. On solving this we will get the scale of 250:1, which shows that the 1 millimeter in plan is equals to 250 mm in real life. Next step is to calculate the dimension of the plot. In plan, plot size is 150 by 40 mm, and to calculate its actual dimension, we will multiply the scale factor with length and breadth. This will give us the actual plot dimension, which is equals to 37.5 by 10 square meter. Now we will calculate the area of the plot, and this will be our third step. So formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth or width. On putting the value, we will get 375 square meter. And our last step will be to calculate the maximum built up area using FAR. And formula for maximum built up area is equals to FAR multiplied by plot area. FAR is 1.2, which is already given in question, and calculated area is 375 square meter. On calculating this, we will get the maximum built up area, that is 450 square meter. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option C, 450. Next question is the city which shows further decay in all fields like trade, commerce, military power, etc. is termed as. So such cities are known as necropolis. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option A. Necropolis is also termed as dead city. Let's move to the next question. Which among the following is the most successful special economic zone SEZ developed by China? So Shenzhen is the most successful special economic zone developed by China. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. So let's see next question. The term used to indicate the leakage of sewage from a sewer into the ground surrounding the sewer. So this leakage in sewer line is known as exfiltration. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. Our next question is for transportation surveys, speed and delay studies are done by following method. So these type of surveys are done by both moving observer method and floating car method. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option D, A and B only. Next question is the area around the city that supply resources, agriculture produce and manpower to the city is called. So such areas are called umland. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option D. Umlands are surrounding suburban areas but have predominantly rural character, which supplies agriculture produces various resources and manpower to the city. Let's understand what are the other options given here. Rimland are the strategic locations of geopolitical significance such as trade routes and military base. Urban fringes are the transition areas between urban and rural area, which have the area of mixed character. Next question is the structure of the Greater London Plan 1994 was based on zoning in 4 rings. They are. So Patrick Abercrombie prepared the plan of Greater London City, which was based on the zoning of 4 rings. These 4 rings are Inner Urban Ring, Suburban Ring, Greenbelt Ring and Outer Country Ring. Each ring or each zones have its own meaning, which you can see on the screen. So according to this, the correct answer is option D. Next question is the term conurbation was coined by. So the term conurbation was coined by Sir Patrick Geddes in his book Cities in Evolution in 1915. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. And conurbation is defined as an extended area typically consisting of several towns merging with suburbs of central city. Next question is a group of towns which adjoined one another so closely as to form a single inhabited urban locality is called. So such group of towns which are very close to each other and form a single urban locality is called town group. So correct answer is option D. Let's see next question. Which among the following theories explain the spacing of urban areas and their size? So center place theory is a geographical theory that explains the size, number and spacing of settlements and also the services they provide. So the correct answer is option D, center place theory, and this theory was developed by Walter Chrysler in 1933. Next question is the speed used for highway geometric design purposes is. In highway geometric design, 98th percentile is considered as the correct option for determining the design speed, because this is the speed that is greater than the 85% of the driver around the world. So this will be the last question of this video. A blank uses information, communication and technology to enhance its livability, workability and sustainability. So smart city uses the information, communication and technology to improve the life of citizen and its economic growth. So friends, this is all the 100 questions that were asked in UPPSC Assistant Town Planning Exam of 2024. I hope the video was informative and helpful. If you have any query, comment us down below. Do check other videos too. मिलेंगे आपसे अगले वीडियो में. Until then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe Architecture and Planning with Rahul.